reaches out. As the heart panted for water stream, my soul cries out in a desperate dream. Tears fall like rain, my daily bread flows mark my fate, where my spirit's led. Why so downcast, my heart's in pain? I lift my eyes to your love again. Thirst for you, living God so near. Hope arises, wipe away my fear. By day your light, by night your song. Thirst for you where I belong. Oh, deep calls to deep in the waterfalls roar. My soul recalls your sacred shore. In the noise of waves I seek your face, a longing heart in this weary space. Why so downcast, my heart's in pain? I lift my eyes to your love of a good. Thirst for you, living God so near. Hope arises, wipe away my fear. By day your light, by night your song. Thirst for you where I belong. Oh, put my trust in God, praise His holy name. From the depths of sorrow His light will claim. My Savior's near, my tears will cease. I'll sing His glory, my soul's released. Thirst for you, living God so near. Hope arises, wipe away my fear. By day your light, by night your song. Thirst for you where I belong. Oh Lord, my soul reaching out, you forever in your light. Bitcoin shaking, I trace the charts line. Patterns taking shape, stealing my time. Accounts alive, dancing with the trend. Crypto's my map, guiding to the end. Oh, girl, let's move slow, read the rise and fall. Every shape we chase, answering the call. I'm in love with the shape of you. We bend and break like the market's view. I'm in love with the shape of crypto, rising high where the patterns flow. Come on now, follow my play. Shape of crypto, lighting my way. Oh, shape of crypto, take my day. I'm in love with the shape of crypto, rising high where the patterns flow. Dips form triangles, I hold the line. Way oh, shape the moves, making a mind. Accounts my guide, riding the waves design. Dancing through charts where I redefine. Yeah, girl, let's move slow, read the rise and fall. Every shape we chase, answering the call. I'm in love with the shape of you. We bend and break like the market's view. I'm in love with the shape of crypto, rising high where the patterns flow. Come on now, follow my play. Shape of crypto, lighting my way. Oh, trace, we dance it through Satoshi's code, shaping what's true. Hold my hand, profits align, crypto's my pulse, glowing divine. I'm in love with the shape of crypto, rising high where the patterns flow. Come on now, follow my play, shape of crypto lighting my way. Oh, shape of crypto, take my day. Shape of crypto, fading to the glow, dancing with my pattern flow.
Ooh, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter.
In the charts, the candles glow red. Overbud signal screwing with my head. RSI spiking, it's a dangerous high. Crowds chasing hype, but I know it's a lie. Support's gonna break, I've studied the trend. Yeah. My stop loss is set, I'm ready to bet. Read the news, check the vibe, feel the heat. Exposed buzzing, but I trust my beat.
Oh, what? Huh? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Finance is live, liquidity's tight. I size my trade small, keep my risk inside. Death cross forms, the chart's gonna crack. Timing's my edge, there's no turning back. Low leverage only, I'm playing it clean. Volatility's wild, but I'm living the dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey. But first, the ceremonious ringing of the cowbell for prosperity and good luck.
For those of you out there that have hit that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, frogs and squirrels, welcome back to the show. It's been a while. I guess that should be talked about quickly before we start moving into the show. Some of you might know that my mother recently passed. That will make a grown man cry like a baby. But she was a saint among women. And I know she's very happy where she is. And looking through some of those photo albums there with my brother and my sister. And even seeing a sister of mine that I never met before, long before I was born. And all the people that she had in her life. And I just know that, man, she's in some good company. And as far as the show goes, I mean, it's paying my respects in that way and going through the grieving process, which honestly, in my heart, I feel joy and feel good. And it'd be selfish of me to want her to be here in this world, watching her get isolated and everyone else passed before her. 91 years old. That's something to celebrate. Her hair, darker than mine. Maybe that gene will pass through. Hey, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get through that, and let's get over here to crypto. Let me say hello to each and every one of you. We got 9 people here. It's been 10 days. May have lost some. I appreciate your support and your prayers. They've been very helpful. We give a shout out to everyone. Bush on Parade, Scario, Soul, Keef and Chief, Tommy 2 Liters, Soul again. Can't have too much soul in your life. MG Motorsports. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Scario. I appreciate that. Jackson, how you doing, my man? Ondo, please. We'll take a look at Ondo. I appreciate all your support. Thank you very much. But she's in a good place. And man, that just kind of shifts things now, doesn't it? So now we got new roles to fill and new people to fill them, and a new chapter is starting to turn. All right, so first we take a look at Bitcoin, which is at $109,400, and I gotta say, let's give some respect where respect is due there, Bitcoin. Pretty gosh darn good. Pretty gosh darn good. I'm gonna come out to the daily, look at Bitcoin. Now, I've been going for about 10 days now, a little bit longer than I expected. I thought I'd be back Wednesday. I have been, I don't know, just extremely exhausted these last few days. Maybe that'll start edging away there, hopefully. Regain some energy, but to just feel exhausted. Driving, did a lot of driving. All right, and maybe that's part of it. So a lot of these ideas have been on here for a while. And we are still in that range that we were looking at, and never did come back to 97. Nice. We've not knocked out our high yet. That's what we're working on right now. We need that high. We just need to 109. What is that? 109.3? Oh, so close. So close. And we were there just 4 days ago. So we've been hanging around here for a while, man. That's a good sign. We're above the 9 moving average on the daily. I can't say a bad thing about it. A little scary touching this cloud, but we ain't touching it now. Ha 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 ha. Gotcha. So it's looking nice even here on the daily, I've got to say. And this is our normal Bitcoin charts. Now, if we use our little cheat sheet and come over here, do we still have that? No. Did we lose it? Here we are. Oh, you got moved down here, dude. MBT1, that's the micro Bitcoin futures, right? Their moving averages are a little bit different. They're still very bullish. Even the Ichimoku cloud is different over here. On this one. This one looks fantastic. It does look, of course, it's Sunday night and we can't tell too much because we get another move coming up on Monday. This usually fake moves in Sunday to Monday to Tuesday, and they kind of set the theme toward midweek there. It has been boring as crap until, well, today on Sunday. All weekend we've just been going sideways, as you well know, and technically we still are. The biggest thing that I still drive home is this red line that I've got here. That is a 236 Fibonacci retracement. It is rare for us to hold that area, but there's one good sign when it does. It comes before a parabolic move. If we hold it and we break up past this high here, we got an excellent chance for a parabolic move Other people are starting to see that now, and it's just starting. It can. It's not written in stone that it's going to happen, but things are shaping up. And time-wise, if we start putting it to the cycle, we're overdue for it to happen. So cross our fingers and hope that. What is all these lines over here, man? What are these gray lines over here? That looks freaky. Why are you there? I got something going on my charts here. I'll figure that out later, but that's annoying. I think it has something to do with sessions, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Bitcoin, no matter how we look at it, I mean, she ain't breaking no rules that look bearish at the moment. Higher highs, higher lows. If we want to force some kind of pattern in over here as a bottom, we can, but I think that really the best way to look at this is this is a consolidation, and this possibly, if you're in the Wyckoff theory, might be the spring that we had at 99. So things are starting to look good, and a lot of people will start getting bullish, and I'll entertain the idea for more bullish upside here. I am kind of cautious what will happen over the next couple of weeks. So I guess this is a great time for us to move to that weekly chart. This is the Sunday night weekly close, and flip it over to these Christmas tree candles. And you know, that's a couple weeks ago had this candle. That was the strong one. That was the real strong move that turned everybody a little bit, gave them more of a bullish sentiment to the market. Nice little turnaround there. And here we are in our fresh new candle starting this time, right? Just green candles in a row. We can look for 3 of those to come. Look for things in 3s. Above the 9 moving average, above the 21, above the 5 moving average even over here on the weekly. I'm going to turn it over to my regular candles, my Heikin-Ashi candles, and tell a little bit of a different story. But after a little bit of indecision and whatnot, we finally got bullish, and we still are. And as long as we're above that 9 moving average, baby, I can't say anything bad about it on the weekly. Looking at the other indicators, and this is on the MBT1. Let's go back to the other one, because it's did you not flash different? Was you total 3? Okay, here's something. Okay, now I'm flipping the game. We've been talking about Bitcoin earlier today. I noticed this on total 3 I thought it was Bitcoin though, but it's total 3. This is a good sign for altcoins. You see that little green dot right there? Everything on this indicator is setting up for a nice little move out of altcoins. So it could be a nice little week of catch up for altcoins to start bouncing back some. We're going to take a look at total 3 on the weekly, because that's basically what's been holding us down, right? We know Bitcoin's doing good, but we're more concerned about these altcoins. Now, by this indicator, this could be a nice little setup for a stronger move. We got to kind of see, but this could be the old hammer trigger pattern that we got there. This is your base, and this is a little trigger. Even CryptoFace talks about these possibilities. I don't know if he's mentioned anything about this one or even noticed it, but a possible that could be for a nice strong move. Stochastics are heading up there, and that's kind of nice on a weekly. We are below the 9 moving average. We're in the chunk middle of the cloud, so we got some warning signs, but things are looking kind of a lot better than what they were out of these altcoins, in my personal opinion. I'm going to come over to the daily, and a little breakout idea here, and I guess on this time frame we can kind of adjust it a little bit. Still has a little bit more work to do, in my personal opinion, to show us what we really need to see out of here, but it looks like we could be setting up for a decent week of altcoins. Money slowly kind of trickles in is what I'm seeing. Bitcoin's get all the attention, of course, but the other boats in the lagoon here are going to start floating up. I think we got some fan funding here or something going on. Memberships. Cool. Haven, how's it going, my man? Welcome back to the fan club. Welcome to the fan club, my man. Thank you so much. We're starting to hopefully, get back into course here. Putting there's some more stuff. Oh, K Diggity got a membership. Thank you so much, my man. Give me shout outs for this. Souls, member of the fan club. Thank you guys. That does help support the channel. And I'm trying to get back in that section, in the membership section there. Hey, Glittering Marshmallow, how's it going? Good to see all you guys. I'm being a little mellow tonight. I feel a little mellow. Might be the music, might be me. But looking at these altcoins, and it still looks, it's very similar to where we were 10 days ago before I even kind of left out here. We still, my thesis was retesting this area, this trend line, and she gave us a scare there. Had to come back and touch up other few little trend lines there, or other few little areas. Dip down along the way. A nice little springy action there. But I see us, you know, we're back up above it. Now we're just waiting to see if we get a breakout and start making some higher highs and higher lows. It'll be a slow process, but if you were looking at things, and I talk about this for things to look at. Of course, we'll see it in hindsight. It's always easier to see it in hindsight. But when you come down, this is one of the big takeaways I got from Gann. Just one of his simple little nuggets of wisdom there. That you know, when you get your low and you get your higher high, first little higher high there, that next higher low is usually one of the best places to start buying in on, and that definitely has been for Bitcoin and even altcoins here, total 3. So this is back when we were I guess the last few streams or whatever, right around the 22nd, 23rd of June there, when altcoins were taken in and nobody wanted to mess with them or anything like that. They since bounced off their little area there and starting to recover. A nice little area to bounce. So in my personal opinion, altcoins are starting to look a lot more healthier. Not great, but better. And from here going forward, we should start seeing a little bit more luck out of certain ones. Meme coins are starting to pop up a little bit. Somebody had a request for Ondo. I haven't forgotten. We'll go take a look at Ondo right now after quit talking so much. Glary Marshmallow, thank you so much. I see that. I got to remember how to do all this YouTube stuff. I come back and turn everything on, and some of it doesn't work, and I'm like, well, what happened to that? I got to get a USB hub and some other stuff going on, so hopefully everything's working out so far. So good. Okay, this music is... Alrighty. Let's get back. Hey, Dream Tanks TV, how's it going, my man? Person. Man. I don't know. Ondo, what are you doing there way down here, Ondo, on a daily, man? Well, it looks like you're making some higher lows is what it looks like to me, how I read it. I mean, that was low, this area's low. Ooh, that's a low, but it ain't as low as this one. And those are good places for the investor-minded person, or just person that likes to just kind of get in on these little juicy bottom patterns. This is where we look at. I'm just saying. Not everybody's comfortable with these ideas. Some people like confirmation, and that's fine. That's what makes this such a diverse place to play here. But depending on your strategy and what your goal is, you keep doing the same thing. Same things keep working for me. This fib strategy is awesome, baby. It tells me exactly how to lay this sucker out. I know anything below 98 cents is a good deal on this one. Also know that using that same exact technique right over here, again, at the most local high area, I'll fine-tune that narrative just for where we are right now in the current market. And gosh darn it, missed that good buy there at 74 cents on it, but you know what? We might come back and retest that at some point over the next couple of weeks. It happens. Things go up and down, right? I definitely want to keep my eye on that area for any ideas to add to a potential play, a bag, an entry. As we could go back there, but right now it seems like he just wanted to come up here and test this 81 cent area, so this might be a little while to wait for that one. She got her lower low end, so got to keep her eyes on this one. I like to see some divergence going on, and I can see some of that within our RSI indicator, so I like that idea. It gives me some divergence here between these 2 points, indicating, hey man, could signify a possible reversal area. I like to see that at a bottom support area. If I see those signs together, I'm like, hey man, well, it might be onto something. Looking at the bigger ideas of, you know, this being a possible double bottom, a W pattern. because that's what usually happens at these areas. Tells me that, hey man, $13 is not out of the question. That's actually where we need to start heading to, and preferably up here at about $1.20. So for the bigger picture play on this one, I said, all right, I'd see that happening. Is that worth a while playing here on Ondo? Even though you got way too many coins on Ondo and move like molasses. 94 cents coming online, 20% gains. That is our beautiful 618 Fibonacci retracement area. Oh my gosh, we're still doing and genre switch there, the music. 94 cents is a nice area to be focusing on for something. Might take a few days, might even take a week to get there. I don't know how long it will take, but that's where a nice little payday would be. Taking this little guy from here to there, that'd be 17%. I guess if we look at this in the way that we should look at this, what is the risk to reward? How many R's are there? Is there a play there? And, you know, my 236 area, I've always got that one there too. 94, depending on where you put your stop loss, and since we're on the daily, and a few days ago we were way down here about 73 cents. If I put it below there, that's 8%. Not the greatest risk to reward ratio at that particular stop loss, but it's acceptable, 2.26. If it were to go up a little bit higher, that increases to 3. If it got up to this $1.20 area, 50% gains up there, that would be a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and I kind of like those odds too. Just some ideas to look at. It's above the 9-moving average, looking good, and come down to the 4-hour, and we'll just get some other information going on here. Ribbon flipping in, trying to happen here. That's good. Showing some signs. I'm seeing some good bottom potential signs. It may take a little time. People be looking at the inverted head and shoulders or complex inverted head and shoulders playing over here. You guys kind of, I was just draw them this way. This is the first way when my mentors drew them. Look like a little smiley face. Biggest thing I'm looking for is trend line, and it's trying to get past one of them, so it's showing some good signs, man. I see 88, 94, possibly 98 cents coming into play there. We could narrow it in even further with some fibs, but all right through this area is going to be tested right up here, right on up to 105, just to look at it, just to eyeball it right there. I'm going to take a look at Tau. As soon as this computer recognizes, hey man, this thing seems to be going kind of slow tonight. So Tau, how are we doing over? Ooh, you cheap? You still cheap? You are still cheap. You below $400. You at 328. That's not bad for you. Let's zoom out and take a look at you. Tau. This is on Binance. So we got our double bottom. Could be a big old W pattern going up here, meaning that 753 would be one of the main areas that we're looking at for that idea. Just to confirm that that's what it's doing. This is like, that's what it seems to be what's happening on the bigger picture. Smaller picture, looks like we got a nice bounce. It's the 618. Smaller time frames would probably show a 3-wave correction here. Yetham it does. This is very textbook in my personal opinion, for your Elliott wave kind of idea. Oh, you going to do something different now? Yeah. Okay. 4 hours shows it. ABC correction still going on. I think we were even looking at this a couple weeks ago, so it's been going on for a while here, and it can take a while. But respecting this area, I'm still sticking with these targets that we got up here, about 622, 530 coming in. Pretty nice. I think this one's got a good chance. Anybody that's not in it, or anybody thinking about adding to your bags, I mean, the bigger picture of things, not a bad one to look at right now. Elliot, get off the screen, baby. Because if we want to kind of guesstimate, I mean, hey, man. if we really start getting somewhere. $837,024,000 in 21. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't seem like it now here on this daily chart, but what do we got here, man? You know, it got possible W pattern or double bottom situation going on here. It's got the little harmonic little butt crack thing going on down here. Nice little signs of bouncing right where she should. It's a good place for her to bounce. Getting above this little 236 red line. It's ticking all the. I'm just ticking off all the boxes that it ticks for me. Not just this, for anything that's doing something similar to this. Falling wedge breakout. Come back up. Retest that area. Breakout area. Check. Pretty much it's time for it to start working for higher highs and knock this high out and keep going. Can it knock this high out? Oh, you're getting ballsy now. You're getting cray. What if it went up to $1,500? I'm just saying. I mean, if you're going to dream big, right? Crypto, show me you can do something over this next 6 to 8 months that can change our lives still. I predict that this one's going to be one that a lot of people are going to look at because it's got a reputation. People are tired of banking on crap, and this one might actually be doing something almost worthwhile. So, in the heat of the moment, can we get up there? Can we get up there this season before Christmas or something? I'm looking. I don't know, but I'm looking. If we are, I want to have a place in mind where it could go, and my system tells me that 14 to 1500 is not out of the question for that to happen. Not saying that it will, but just saying, hey man, we find ourselves floating up there, that might be where we get hung up. So that's what I got for Tao. Let's see what you guys got. Answer me, how's it going? Been missing the feed? Yeah, have not been here for about 10 days or so, but we're back. I think we'll be doing this a nightly thing. 505 code, check out XRP. Might be some news coming out about XRP, and I mean, I don't know how this one's going to fare. I think it's another one that I think has way too damn many coins, but if it does actually get a global use case, a lot of people go on board with, and well, that kind of sucks up a lot of that. This is very noisy, so I'm just going to erase all this. It looks like I was looking at 273 and about $3. I'm sure that those will still be relevant. But let's just start from the very beginning here on the daily. Why not go to the weekly? Let's get it, because at one point this was given some scary signs on the weekly. It's trying to reclaim the 9. That's good. It's got some work to do on these moving averages to straighten it out. Oh, you finally got something good going on? Was it back here? All right, so she's printed a green dot a couple weeks ago. Well, that's good. Things are starting to look up for you. Hadn't quite made it to our MACD yet. A lot of people are looking at that Head and Shoulders reversal, and yeah, it could be, but so far she's not really confirmed, has she? Is not really, well, or hasn't technically busted. And I have actually read to where these things can play out instead of coming down, play out sideways. As crazy as it sounds, that I have studied that part. I forgot, was it? I can't remember who exactly was. It wasn't just some random YouTuber. It was an actual. I don't think it was Thomas Bukowski though. So you got a lot of little things if you're looking at patterns, but basically this area is holding there, and I think it's probably important to see what area is that that's holding. What can that tell us? Because that can tell us a lot. So basically, that's around your 0.5 area. Okay. Gosh darn it, now those get tricky really when it comes to my little thing here, because they can surprise you and do a little bit better than you expect, and they get to some levels that I don't specifically have marked out for these little bastards. And these guys, these little dudes. What did he say? Yep. But you always got your 1-to-1 from that little guy. On these guys, you want to pay attention to any of the other fib areas that end with a 0 or a 0.5. Because they're going to have a higher affinity to hit when you bounce off of that. Just a little alpha will let you only get here on Road Dog Crypto channel. $5.06. Okay. Maybe. We still got a lot of turbulence. Still got a lot of areas to get past here, and it's respecting some angles. We just don't really have a solid, confirmed line yet. Maybe. I mean, we can squint our eyes and kind of hope that maybe, you know, they got this touch and that little wick there and this little area here with candle bodies. I mean, technically we got so many candle bodies touches here, we can call it a trend line for candle touches, but it can break just like the other ones broke. See, we did it over here and then that broke. So I mean, that happens, right? Because it's not yet confirmed. She's still figuring out what she's wanting to do with her life. So basically we're ranging out here and we want to look at 273 and 303 as being the next little juicier targets for a bullish move to make a higher high. And it doesn't look like 273 is going to be that much of a, you know, to keep it down. I think it can actually wick above that. Basically going somewhere in between these two. Look at your vector candles over here, ladies and gentlemen. However you want to interpret that and kind of into this little zony zone here. I bet this little guy would look funny over here. Oh, that's not it? Man, I gotta get used to TradingView again. I have not been on TradingView or anything in a while. There you go. You're also saying that blue line is coming up where our 618 fib's coming up. And you got that little node coming in just right above, right here, right between the 886 and 786 fib. That's a good little zone. Put 320. Put 320 on there. Because that might... I said 320. 323. I guess we're doing this again. Okay. So have we decided anything or XRP? This is supposed to be a DJ channel and you're looking on the 3-day chart. I know, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just like to zoom out before I zoom in, you know what I'm saying? It just makes things kind of flow together a little bit better. Makes things kind of happen on your side a little bit better. However, you want to look at this possible breakout retest. Need to get a higher high here. I haven't got that at 232, 233 yet. Still working on it. XRP ranging out here, if you will. Look at that convoluted complex inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's cool. I'm looking at a higher low there, and I'm thinking, well, a higher high should be coming. So that's why I like 272. You just gotta be patient. Hard to be patient with this one. So this one's kind of like a longer term kind of, you know, I don't know, some people do like to trade it, but at this point, I've not really ever tried to day trade it. Now got a good solid trend line there. She's still got some works to do there. Works to do there. Dennis Smith says, "What's up, Road Dog? See what you think about Hash AI." Hash AI. $40 million market cap. Maximum supply is 100 billion. Is that right? That's a lot. Total supply is 94 billion. Circulating supply is 89 billion. That's a lot. 0.0004. Artificial intelligence meets excellence. Vast crypto and Web3 experience. Hash AI team established the infrastructure, partnerships, and distribution network for a successful crypto mining company. This involves mining rig supplies, rig hosting, GPU sales, and a mining facility with over 500 top GPUs. That sounds like I won't doubt that we will see that and companies use this to raise money, but that's got to go through SEC and all that stuff. I think they might have something to say about how that's presented here. What is the coin? What is the purpose of the coin? What does it do? I'm just wondering about that aspect. Let's take a look at the website. And you know what? We'll get our old pal Grok out here for a minute. Get him set up and ready for any questions we might have. This is connect your wallet, buy hash AI. So Mexi's got it. Let's see, how did we get there? That's your website? The ecosystem? Well, okay, that's kind of cool. It looks like a mining rig kind of thing. Node rental. I'm not exactly sure how this is working. Let's see. All right, so we're going to ask Grok to explain this to me in the dialogue of a drunken Muppet, and I have no idea what that sounds like. Oh, that's too much. I can't do this. Also, let me tell you about this hash AI thingamajig, all right? They're missing artificial intelligence. You know, the smarty pants computers with crypto mining. Like they got these big old GPU machines, over 500 of them, lipping and tapping to mine the best coin faster than you can say puppet party. So here's the dealio. Hash AI or hash AI. Sounds like a pirate's treasure. Arr. Use this AI to pick the juiciest coins to mine. It chooses the ripest bananas on the market. Okay, this is getting dirty. They got. I can't do this. So they got a big mining farm, partnerships, even a node rental thing coming up. Drunken Muppet was not the way to do this. Well, let me squint like a Muppet crystal ball. Okay, the good stuff. They're riding the AI wave, and everybody loves AI, right? It's like the coolest kid at the dance. Crypto mining is still a thing, and their tech sounds slick. 500 GPUs ain't no joke. It's got the community buzzing like bees, but hold my juice box. Crypto's a wild ride. That would have been cool if I could have pulled this off. Folks got scammed by fake what? Some folks got scammed by some fake hash AI tokens, honeypots, and some stuff like that. So there were some other counterfeits out there too. Oh no. Let's go take a look at if they got it on MXC. Let's take a look at the chart. Well, let's see what the chart says. I could not pull off the drunken Muppet. It was just too much. Haven says, well, vapes were on sale on the 4th. Warthog Thunderbolt. I still think the turkey is bad juju for alts. Just saying. Oh no. I got nothing for hash AI over here. Let's go click it. You say it's on MEXC. Let's come over here on the daily. So it has lots and lots of coins, huh? Well, I am not right now. No, thank you. I don't know that what it's doing right now is it's still kind of in accumulation phase, right? So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not saying it's happening now, but over the next 2 weeks that it might drop back down. I would next 3 weeks, and I do expect we'll see a bumpy ride. Things are looking good today, like we're getting ready to start moving and everything, and I'm sure that we will over the next few days. But there's still a possible chance for a pullback here in a couple of weeks that might be another little test for us. Oh my God, when's it gonna stop? You know, one of those. So don't forget to get paid and don't get too freaky bullish on some of these things, especially the altcoins, right? I mean, it's time to start probably chucking some away, but not go too crazy right now. So she can come back to 34.0034 areas at 0.00045 area now. Might be a little shaky through here, so a good time to maybe accumulate it if you're wanting to get some more of this. Just know she might be able to come back all the way and do a little double bottom down here too. A lot of times these make a harmonic thing, and they've got a little, you know, they got certain areas that they hit, and sometimes they come back and retest those areas before they start doing their little magic recovery over there. And the magic recovery, first thing is just for it to come back up and touch where it did twice before, about 0.0097 area, which is a double up from here, so that's kind of cool. So it's something, I guess, is how we would say. Meanwhile, I'm checking out Bitcoin here, doing a flag to the upside. Of course, the best thing, in my personal opinion, is to kind of look at what's going on in the bigger sense instead of trying to squeeze a little pattern into whatever. I call this pinching the tip, like when you do things like this. I mean, it's there. We can look at it. We just also need to recognize that there are some areas of resistance ahead, however means you want to look at that. A lot of people have seen this as a flag to the upside and they were disappointed. People would say, well, it's a flag to the upside too, or pin it, or blah, 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 and be disappointed. And will that happen here? Actually, this one's looking kind of cool so far. My thing is, if we got a trend line, well, this will save you from getting caught up in all this bull crap. Okay, this is what the little flag chasers don't teach you, or maybe don't even know, or don't realize yet, because honestly it took me a while to realize this too. If it flags out before it breaks, before this trend line, you got a chance. You got a good chance. You might actually have something here. This might be a bull flag to the upside with a cool ass measure move, which is from high to low there. And take that and put at the breakout. Right now we're guessing, and that's where some of these people start getting off the mark, I think. We're guessing. It's just a guess, and it suggests that we can come up here to about 110,000 as a measure move from that. Okay, well, go ahead, cool, great, groovy. Remember, zooming out also gives you a stronger area to shoot for, I believe. But anyway, yeah, so as long as this one's not, as long as it stays above this little line that we're going to cover white, possible flag to the upside. Now if it breaks this, I'm going to say, well, you setting up to do maybe something like what you did over here with the lower low. Who knows? But to me, that one looks possible, and that's how I look at flags. There is a make or break. I'm not sitting here waiting for a 21 moving average or anything like that. It's about the trend line. It's about that trend line. Break that trend line, You got something. You got some serious issue. You got something you need to talk about. But I do like this. Now I've got this trend line down here, and it tells me something. Solid candle touches. Solid candle touch right here. Oh man, we didn't come down to it. We didn't come down to it, and I didn't touch it. There might be a little first signs of some possible parabolic activity going on, meaning that our channel's starting to go a little bit more up and to the right, meaning this could be the beginning of a good move. That's what I'll get just by zooming out just a wee bit. All right. I'm out of practice as well. Hit the like button, folks. Well, if you do hit the like button, it does help this tiny little channel reach out to more people.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
He still gets me. Little spook scares me sometimes. So here's another coin that I think is kind of interesting, and she's a little hot today. This is Tokenmetrics. That's not too bad. Why is all this over here? This little shaded area. I'm going to zoom out on Tokenmetrics. Where are we at? 283? Oh, that's what you are. You're one of those. Okay, cool. Well, if we're still looking at this little guy, that's got near about 246. Point of control, meaning the area that we should probably try to be closest to and hopefully go back to is about $3. This one I think is interesting because there's going to be a lot of developments. This is a Telegram coin, you know. Get some of all this old stuff out. And, you know, we use Telegram. Well, you know, that's where I've got our group at over there. It's a free group, private group, but free. And I just see a lot of good development going over there. And they really tried to keep these guys from doing a lot of good things. A lot of the technology that they could have used blockchain for. They really put the hammer to them back in the day. I think this is a good dark horse to keep your eye on. It's a little bit of a slow mover, but when she does get going, it does all right. Got up to about $70 there a couple of times in August and December. Maybe even higher. I can't remember. I know I've been covering since it's about $1.60, and it seems like it stayed there forever, right? But they got stablecoin, I think, over there and all that and in the works. I just see it as a good chain that's going to have some future development, and probably one, you know, do your own due diligence. But 348 is the main number I'm looking for right now to see what happens when we get past that one. And the actual target that I'm actually looking for, oh my god, 420. Knew it was coming. Knew it. That's enough. That's enough. Okay. So, yeah, you know that number. I predict that will happen. We will definitely see 420 come out of Tokenmetrics. No guarantees, but I can almost just by sheer you know it that they're, and probably aliens too. Who knows? It's too weird not to happen. That would complete this little Adam and Eve formation, if you want to look at it that way, or just any kind of double bottom. Basically, you got a little range there, and then that gives you a really cool ass measure move that brings us back up to these areas about 650 and whatnot. So trying to look a little bigger picture there. Oh, not quite 360, is it right here? Go back to this one. Okay, well, that makes sense too. $6, that area. So over time, if you're patient on this one, I think this one could grow. I'm just throwing out some that I think are kind of interesting. Meme coins are seeming to do pretty good. We can take a look over here, see what's up on the daily. See, the altcoins are feeling pretty good today, right? And I think that'll continue over the next few days. We got to watch out for tomorrow, any weird stuff that they might do. And I would say that altcoins are pretty good for the next 10, 12 billion dollars to come in, and then we come up here and have to test this little guy that's routinely kind of, you know, we got some rejection there before. See if we can make a higher high there, and that would be what we need. And still making that higher high, what do they do after that? We come down for, you know, we zigzag. So taking profits when you can on altcoins as we start to slowly, you know, ride the waves up there. SPX, the Wall Street guys, some tech stocks, they're doing good. They have all new highs that have been going on over the weekend and Friday. Not over the weekend, but Friday. So they're looking kind of happy. That should spill over here to crypto. Some good signs out there. The July will not be too terrible, but just remember, this stuff comes in short bursts. That's the big thing. Altcoins gives and then they take it all back. Haven says, I was the 18th Lifeline. Skid Row! Rock on, dude. I want to look at one of these boomer coins over here, if it'll ever show up. This is Aave. We look at it here from time to time. Still under $3, and in my personal opinion, not a bad place for it. What are we looking at? The holy 3618. Okay, I'm expecting her to have some serious issues over here though. About $330, right? $335, right in that area for Aave. Oh, look what have you done? You were deviating, you went up, and now you're beneath this. So this is now an internal trend line. Take this and put it over here. Been a minute. She just been ranging. Ollie, I think is one of those safer plays there. Really sweet when she's around 135. Wasn't there very long. Hi, she got up to about $400 back in December. Looking for a higher high is going to put us somewhere around $400 or $500 though. This one's worth looking at, that the big boys will be looking at. DeFi, traditional DeFi, and it's on Ethereum, and I think they've even branched out. I can't swear to that. All I know is what the TAs tell me here, and I like the big ribbon flip. I like that we had a higher high, higher low, and from here we start looking at another higher high, making this nice rounded shape when you zoom out, and then you say, oh my gosh, she was really up like $600 before, and like, yeah, and she might get past that. This was last cycle. If there's any coin going to make a higher high, I would be looking for possibly Aave to be one, and I like what I see here on the bigger time frames. Just throwing it out. She's not at the best place, but she ain't at the worst place, but she's just stuck in the middle with you, I guess. One that has been getting a little traction today has been Bonk, coming up and bumping its head on our resistance area that we've had up here for I don't know how long. Since we connected all these little dotted areas there. It's like, that's going to be a place she's going to bump her head at. And well, today's the day. Looks like they were still bumping her head there. In my personal opinion, I think she's got a chance to come back for a little bit of a retrace before she tries to break it. I may be totally wrong there. Come down to some of these smaller candles and see what you're looking like. You trying to be frisky though, ain't you? That's a lot of projection going on there. Well, I can't really predict exactly what's going to happen, but I would just say, you know, as many times as I've seen these things happen and say, oh man, it's going to do it, let's go ahead and jump in. Only to say, oh gosh darn it, that wasn't a flag after all. I gotta ride this out for a while. I would say if I were to jump in, that's probably what would happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, well, that's what it would probably do. All these things are heated up. There is a lot of stuff. Maybe she'll go off to the moon, but she can also have a good chance to come back and retest the trend line area, which is very poorly drawn, I might add. Tighten up your game, Road Dog. Tighten up your game. So, Bonk, can you come back a little bit? What would that be? That's not too bad, is it? Woo! Ooh, depends on how much. That's about 11% pullback. Could happen. Not saying, you know, it could. It could. If not, I mean, if luck smiles on us and we can get past this little area we're fighting with, 0.0000002. What was it? 2.3. And get up to this 2.9 area. Well, that's 31%. That's $100 turning into $131 just on spot. So it's not bad. Not bad. Just high risk right now because you're at an area of possible resistance. Possible support, but still yet possible resistance. I see good and I see good signs. I see good signs for this, and probably a lot of the other meme coins are looking pretty good too. It's just that doesn't all come at once though. Doesn't all come at once. Give it a little bit, take a little bit. But I can see some good swing trades possibly shaping up on some of these over this next week. So I think it's a good time to keep our eyes open for some good swing trade setups. Swing trades. I don't know. There's this thing going on. It makes you feel like you got to be a day trader in crypto to make any money at it. And that's just totally not true. Swing trading is the easiest for you to try to make that life-changing money or get on that track. You don't have to be on top of it every day. Having something that you're willing to hold for anywhere from a few days to maybe even a few weeks, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks for a play to get hit for a target. Could drag out that long. Try to keep it. The swing is basically, this is a swing. Boom. And then this is another swing. So we're trying, if you're a swing trader, you're trying to maximize this whole move here. So you're riding up a little bit, taking profits, you riding down a little bit, you know, maybe adding back a little bit, maybe buying back a little bit, maybe not, maybe just taking your profits. But we're trying to move this whole thing, and that can take some time. So this was like from April 7th to May 14th. So that was a good 4 weeks to try to take that swing, or trying to short a swing, or trying to take this one. This one's going a lot faster. So it's good if you got a job to be a swing trader, and then you get instead of chasing the little flags and just taking your little bitty profits and trying to waiting for another entry or getting a drawdown for something else, and you know you got a bigger play there. And if you don't even have to nail the bottoms of it, just get in at a good place. And look, 90-something%, 86%, something like that. And you had a chance to maybe even do a little bit more there. Just being a little bit more patient and just getting paid, and just my best advice is always have a trend line there to help you figure out when you need to think about changing your plans. The main trend line and any other little trend lines, and those little guys will help you figure out if you need to take profits, get out, when to get back in, when to add to a bag. Trend lines help you out a bunch. At least the way that I try to interpret them and share them. It's looking good for Bonk here on the 12-hour, man, going into the green. I suspect that maybe Doge, Floki, some of those guys are doing pretty good too. Doge doesn't want to cooperate right now. I think, do I have a problem with my internet connection? I don't doubt it. Here's Floki. So pretty nice over the last couple of weeks here. I'm on the 12-hour, or I guess a little bit. Higher highs, higher lows, and then today here on Sunday, getting a nice little pump to upside. Looks like we're still looking for this area right here, 0.0001 psychological area. Nice bottom pattern. Okay, looking good. Just hadn't got our official breakout just yet, do we? Working on it. Take it from wick to wick, not quite making it past there, but she is making some headway there. Pretty cool, Floki. Chief and Keith says, can you look at ADA? Why is this thing so slow? There we go. This thing used to be really fast. 58 cents right now. Let's see. Let's get some of these old lines up here.
Screen glows green, I'm leading the play. Crypto game, I'm here to stay.
It's good to figure out where we are, where we come from. Let's figure out where we might be going to. Should just erase it all. Nice rounding. I like that. Nice bottom trend line. If she does come down, I don't think that she will, but if she did, I'll be looking at 44 cents for possible strong support if she wants to come down there over the next couple of weeks. The moving averages look good though. They look like they'll hold support there. Higher low, so I'm not as really concerned about this little guy. No, it's not a higher low, it's a lower low. So okay, you're on the table, but not. Yeah, I mean, we just you're there as a cautionary tale for us right there. So we're trying to possibly make a double bottom of sorts here, in my personal opinion, which points us right toward this guy at 86 cents. We want to keep him on the radar. $0.90 for my strategy. That's where I got to see it get up to and get above. And anywhere below that is a juicy buy zone. Same thing can be said about where it is right now. It's in the juicy little buy zone that it's testing right now at 59 cents. And local fibs are pointing us in the direction about 73 cents. See what happens there, but we should be headed to at least test that area. And whether we can get past it and make it a little higher high or not will tell us what we need to know, and it should. So realistically, two great little targets to actually shoot for, to realistically expect a good probability to actually hit them and take some profit. 73 and 79 cents. Where we are now, if we are fortunate enough to break above 59.60 cents and start slowly working our way up there, get past 64 and 68, be 25% gains, possibly up to 35% gains, and that's just for these targets. Now that's not the end all be all. I just want to make that clear with how I'm looking at this. I mean, these are just some of the steps that we could possibly be taking. The thing we need to do is a higher high. And so if you really want to hang on, somewhere around 90 to 96 cents is the little sweet spot for that longer term target. And I mean, it might be the leaves starting to change by the time we get up there. I don't know how long it would take to get there, but it'd be more 57 to 50% gains. Spot plays, that would be good to pay attention to that. Leverage plays for that long, that could start eating into your profits a little bit. Some things to consider for however you choose to do this. I like 73, I like 79 as some good reasonable targets to shoot for. Immediate targets I'd be looking for about 64 cents. We need to get there and get past 64. Strega says, been adding a little ADA. Yeah, it's at a pretty decent place actually. I mean, what she was up to, when she gets to $1, I was like, oh man, I should have got more. Not at a bad place. So I'd say, yeah, anywhere between here and 43. I don't think it'll even do that. We get a black swan event or something like that. That's something that you got to keep in mind could be happening. So, and I am looking for like the next, what is it, the 6th now? So over the next week or two, Just you know. On YouTube, if we have a few good days in the green, you know, it's always up to the upside. This is it, what we've been waiting for. But anything, something happens over in Ukraine or you know, between them, a 60-day ceasefire or something gets violated, you know, just those little things. The market makers will tank this market faster than your heartbeat. This computer seems very slow. So looking at Bitcoin just briefly here, halfway clean chart. Well, am I on the 3-day here? It's not bad. It's not bad. But we got to get a higher high in, and we got to do it. It should do it tomorrow, the next day, right? Or for a local high. Doesn't necessarily have to be this high over here at 112. That would be great if it does, and that'll make everybody happy. But when it comes to Bitcoin, this little guy right here, 110.5. If we don't see that over the next day or two, then chances are this is going to be a lower high, and that could put us back testing, you know, these areas at 98, maybe even down to 94. We could see something like that happen, so we don't want to dismiss that. And that would be another murderous event for some of these altcoins too, if something like that were to happen. So just keep that in mind with the altcoins. Right now, it looks like memes are starting to hit it off. We'll refresh this over here on Tokenmetrics. List off the ones that are kind of hot, and I think Bonk was one of those that was kind of capturing everybody's attention today. Solana, 152. Most trending is Bonk, Ton, Virtual, Pingu. Pingu's doing pretty. Virtual, how are you doing, Virtual? I've got to play on Virtual. Is that 156? I think I just move that. So I need to see, I'm looking for 278. 278 and 335. We're doing a retest of this area, this 236 fib area. Broke a possible channel idea. Let's get some of this stuff off. Pulling out the O fibs over here. And we see the 618 that we caught there. Nice. This is also the 0.5 that we've been hanging out there for this local pull. You kind of see how these fibs start overlapping on each other, and you see some confluences between them and everything. Different ways to take your fib measurements to get different information. And right now I'm taking its temperature to get its support. I don't know how it's doing here, and so far so good. Still looks like a nice ABC correction, where we had our little number of waves up, and then we come back for a pullback, and it starts like another bigger section of the waves. So I think I've explained this before, but you know, depending on how you count it and who are you with AB, with LA wave, whatever, you get three waves up, 3 humps in the dump is what I like to affectionately call it, and usually a little zigzag down, technically 3 waves down, and that means that completed that little like cycle or thing, right? And it's all part of a bigger picture where now we get another one. We get another one that comes up for a bigger. This will be a 1, 2, and this will be a bigger 3-wave. It kind of mimics this on a bigger scale. So the next one should take us up for a higher high if we're looking at that theory, right? And then come back for a bigger pullback and then go for another wave. So this is just getting started, in my personal opinion, under that idea. Whether I look at it with my fibs or look at it through the, the basic Elliott wave understanding, look at it through my trend lines, everything's telling me, hey man, it's not a bad place to get in on this still. The 236 is like, hey man, this is like the last stop. You're going to wish that you bought it here or cheaper. If this is, your play or something, it's starting to look good. Even if she was to lose it and come down a little bit, I don't, maybe, but come on. I don't personally. Elliot, what you got over here? Let's get Elliot's idea. Take him to the 4-hour. Yeah, see your C wave and all that. It shouldn't. Not saying that it's something weird couldn't happen, dude. But we'll take a risk, okay? You'll look, likely or not likely. I mean, we know you could fall off the cliff, but hey, man. Put your safety latches in place, you take a chance. And for me, this is what I like to do with the trend lines as far as finding an entry that is really close to a bottom of them. That's what I like to, or add to a position, rather than waiting for a flag or a breakout or, even getting above, in my strategy is getting in as close as you can to a bottom area or a pivot reversal, someplace where we're less likely to come back and revisit, and that's what trend lines help with. And then there's gains to be made up there. And that gives just a little bit more for the people that might be waiting for a confirmation for, and they're just being the smart just to wait for a trend to confirm, right? Very true. I'm getting used to being back. Haven says, can we trade Yuki and Nyla the 5-minute? Or what? They both up 50. They're built on bonk. I remember seeing that on their thing. I'm actually in both of those, Haven. I haven't looked at them recently. They were going through. There was some of them were in drawdown, or at least from where I got into or added to some of them. How's it doing now? If it's up, I might have to take some action here. So Nyla, this is an AI play. I think we looked into it, and I liked. Oh, it's been a while, so I guess we were pulling fibs over here, right? Oh, nice. Daddy gonna be happy when he looks at that wallet. Okay. I mean, I've seen it better, but oh, okay. That looks more. Yeah, baby. All right, Yuki. All right. Well, these little guys are looking happier. I actually cleared out a lot of some other coins, and I put them into these coins, like some other, because I was like, oh man, I just got too many coins over here on these little degen wallets. I'm going to kind of narrow them down, and I put it into this, and it went through some consolidation, and even went through a little bit of downtrend there. Pull back on some of that. I was like, should I have done that? And I'm like, well, the tokenomics won me over. So we're at a $6.4 million market cap. Still low. I was trying to remember it. The token supply, it had a decent number of. I like the token supply. That was one of the winners over it. It's an AI play. Anyway, regardless of why I like it or not, this is the daily, and clearly she's back up here. Are you finding some resistance? Because it's up there. Up at resistance area. It's not a bad place to take some profit. I might have to do that after the show. take a little off the table there after the show tonight. So this is Trendline. This is Yuki. That's cool. I'm playing with trends right now. So yeah, definitely at an area worth getting paid a little bit. So I'll need to do that tonight after the show. And she may have a possibility to be going up. If she does, I would be keep my eye on this place to start out with. 0.008. And that would be what, another 25? About 25% gains? Not bad. 0.009 could be on the radar. It could. That'd be right at 38 to 40% gains there. 0.0025. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Yeah, 0.009. Where the 25? Never mind. Forget the 25. I was looking at the wrong thing there. So at 0.009, it could be about 40% gains if we can get up there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so look at how Yuki's doing. So this one, here we go. It's probably been a month or more since we looked at it. AgentNyla.com is the website. And it needs to hurry up. We'll come back to it. And in the meantime, we'll look at Yuki. They're tied together. And Yuki, I think, is a meme coin that's on it, but it had such a small market cap. I was like, okay. And it's the cat one. This one doesn't seem to be as, I mean, that's not bad there for the daily. You got a nice little candle, but she came down. She was here, so she's still under the water a little bit. This is Nyla AI here, and that's Yuki the cat. But they're AI agents. I must log in to be the dashboard. It just looked like an interesting play. Well, this computer is just flat out slow as Christmas. Total 3 looking nice over there. So Yuki, let's take a look at it. Oh, you said on the smaller time frame, what, the 5 minute or something, wasn't it? Well, could be double topping over here for a little bit of a pullback. Got to be cautious about that. If I was looking for a short-term target, I'd be using my fibs. And at 1186. Is that 0.00012? So I got that off the 1 hour. Come up here to the 5 minute.
In the market, the rhythm's wild and free. Crypto dreams, they're calling out to me. I set my limit, just 1 or 2%.
That's not very much, is it?
Won't let the chaos break my confidence. With a stop loss, I shield my heart tonight. Won't burn out in the moon's elect.
I think it can probably get up higher than that.
Plan in my pocket, I'm ready to roll.
If I were looking pattern wise and trying to do something like that, I would be on a play like this.
Fear and greed, but I won't lose my crown.
So I would
Strong like the sun, I'll rise and shine.
actually, I'm getting right up near there with how I would do that. We wanted to do it this way. We might be able to get another target. 0.00015. That's going to be psychological resistance also there too. So short term, that would make a good place. There was a nice little spacing issue there. I'd put you in there too. So kind of already missed the little breakout plays or need bottom feeding or, you know, bear trap scenario plays to get in there. There might be a pullback down here to what is that, 78? 0.000078 area? Or maybe not. Where we are now, 20, 50% gains up to our first two targets we're looking at.
I dodge the hype, won't follow the crowd.
I'm on the 15 minute. On this one, I would be concerned because we kind of broke the trend line right there. And I might regain it. Only got one hump, two humps basically, unless we're counting that little tiny one, and I'd rather not. Take a look at Nyla on the smaller time frame. So smaller time frame. She looks like she's trying to make a flag idea up there. To me, I see a possibility of it trying to go parabolic. This one actually looks better, a lot better than Yuki, the Nyla. Oh, this is against Solana though. Nyla Sol. It may go sideways for a little bit before it goes up there though. 0.0058 somewhere, retesting that area. It might come into play because it's firmly breaking that trend line. It needs to establish another. Maybe we'll hold. As long as it doesn't break this one, it could be making some little flag shape up there. So I still like these other targets. Hey, there's Kelly. How's it going, Kelly? Alright guys, so I've been going for about, what, an hour and a half? And I think I'm going to call tonight. Go to the end screen here, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and for coming back, and especially since it's been so long, I'm very grateful. Without you guys, I don't have a show. I just get on here and talk to myself, it seems like. Been there, done that before. So I do appreciate you guys for coming back and hanging out with me. And we're just easing back into this, and we'll try to be back again tomorrow night. But it does look, I'm going to take a final look here on total 3. It looks good for tomorrow. It will be tricky over the next couple of days. If I get a chance, I might come in for a daytime stream, but there's a lot of stuff going on, so. And I've been very tired. But it does look like altcoins could get a nice little pump, and Bitcoin definitely over the next day or two, whether it's going to be whether it's going to stick or not, or be a fake out, that's what we got to determine. But things are starting to look kind of juicy. So let's expect Bitcoin to try to go up, and we need to see it come up and retest this area. That recent high that it had back in June. Well, you got to get up and go above it. And it didn't the last time we were here, so it's very important that it does it now. If it doesn't, that's going to be a sign of weakness, meaning, hey man, 94, 98,000 might be coming back on the cards. But so that's why it's so important for this week for it to do that. And this is on the 4-hour time frame, so we should get a gist of it. We got Monday, Tuesday for them to start, you know, coming back into the market, FOMO and all of their stuff. See what they try to play. And then, I don't know, they can start trying to pull the, maybe they get it up here, make a higher high, and then they can start dumping us on Wednesday. I don't know what they're going to do, but they need to get up above there. That's what we got to look for. And that's going to be the sign of strength or sign of weakness for us, how we react up here at 110. I would say more than likely they'll probably bump it up. It'll probably go up above it, and then you'll start getting everybody saying, we're going to 120,000. And I hope that we do, and I'm cool for it. But there's just some other things in the air too that also says, we might just make a higher high and then come back for another higher low. Let's try not to get caught up in all the FOMO, because that's usually where we make our worst decisions. Be calm, cool, collective, and don't let our emotions get in the way. Going to the end screen now. I'm gonna stop talking. Oh my God, is that possible?
Oh, Lord, how long will you turn away?
These are some new songs coming out. A little different. Not really crypto related, but I'll put them out there anyway.
Hide your face. My soul's in shadows, a lonesome place. How long must I fight this tear so night? My foe stands tall while I lose the fight. Shine your light, pull me from this hole. Save my soul, make my spirit whole. I will sing to you, my Lord. Lean on your
No problem, my man. I'm in them too.
heart restored, though tears run deep. Your mercy holds. I will sing where faith unfolds. Oh, look on me, Lord, hear my weary plea. Lest I fade where no hope can be. Keep my foe from claiming my fall. Turn my grief to answer your call. Shine your light, pull me from this hole. Save my soul, make my spirit whole. I will sing to you, my Lord. Lean on your love. My heart restored, though tears run deep. Your mercy holds. I will sing where faith unfolds. Oh, my heart will rise in your steady hand. From this dark, lift me to your land. I'll trust your name, my song takes flight. Oh Lord, my rock, my guiding I will sing to you, my Lord. Lean on your love. My heart restored, though tears run deep. Your mercy holds. I will sing where faith unfolds. Oh, how long will you turn away? Sing forever in your life. I used to drown my demons when the market crashed, Tosha sinking low, leaving me thrashed, accounts of shadow, pulling me to sin. But I stay sober, fighting from within. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite, crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Dips cut deep, I wrestle the urge, whales in the dark, testing my nerve, accounts my anchor, holding me tight, sober through the storm, reclaiming my fight. Oh, crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite, crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Every crash I face, I stand my ground, Satoshi's whisper, a saving sound, hold my will, redemption's call, crypto's my strength, saving my all. Crypto sober, gripping my soul, rising through the red, taking control, pour me resolve, let the hope ignite, crypto sober, my saving light, yeah. Crypto sober, fading to the dawn, sipping my grit till the pain is gone. Oh yeah, yeah, keep me whole, keep me whole. The fever's taking hold. Oh, my pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now.